The Mahabharata does not have villains, it has humans. Each one carrying a pattern so precisely documented that modern psychology is still working to explain what the epic showed 3,000 years ago. 5 more characters, 5 more mirrors. One of them will explain something you have been trying to understand, about yourself or someone close to you. Character number 1, Vidura. Every advisor in Dhritarashtra's court told the king what he wanted to hear. Every single one, except Vidura. Vidura repeatedly told Dhritarashtra the plain truth, that supporting Duryodhan would destroy everyone. He was ignored, dismissed, eventually exiled from the conversation. Researcher Rushworth Kidder at the Institute for Global Ethics spent decades studying what he called moral courage, the willingness to say the difficult truth in environments specifically designed to punish you for saying it. Vidura's tragedy is not that he was wrong, it is that he was right. In a court that had decided being wrong together was safer than being right alone. You have been in that room, where the truth was obvious and the price of saying it was too high for everyone else. Character number 2, Gandhari. When she discovered she was to marry a blind king, she blindfolded herself and never removed it. For her entire life. She could see. She chose not to. Author and researcher Margaret Heffernan called this willful blindness, the human tendency to avoid information that would force us to change something we are not ready to change. Gandhari watched her son destroy a kingdom through a blindfold she chose. Not because she could not see it, because seeing it meant she would have to act on it. The blindfold was never about devotion. It was protection from the weight of knowing. The most dangerous blindness is not the kind imposed on you. It is the kind you choose for yourself. Character number 3, Dhritarashtra. He knew Duryodhan was wrong from the very beginning. Every advisor told him, his own wisdom told him, but Duryodhan was his son, and that bond overrode everything. Wisdom, dharma, the safety of an entire kingdom. Psychologists call this in-group favoritism, the documented tendency to apply different standards to people we are emotionally attached to. Dhritarashtra did not lack wisdom. He lacked the ability to apply it to the person he loved most. And here is the painful precision of that lesson. Love without accountability is not protection. It is the most sophisticated form of abandonment. Because in the end, Dhritarashtra's love destroyed the very son he could not correct. Character number 4, Krishna. Every character in the Mahabharata was consumed by outcome. Who would win, who would survive, who would be remembered. Krishna was not. He counseled, guided and acted. Fully present in every moment, completely detached from every result. Psychologist Stephen Hayes at the University of Nevada developed acceptance and commitment therapy, built on a principle the Bhagavad Gita describes as Nishkama Karma. Engaging fully with life while releasing attachment to its outcome. Hayes spent a career building in a research laboratory what Krishna demonstrated in one conversation on a battlefield. Detachment is not indifference. It is the ability to care completely without being destroyed by what you cannot control. Character number 5, Ashwatthama. When his father Drona was killed, his grief did not stay grief. It became rage. Then destruction. Then a curse carried for centuries. Dr. Katherine Shear at Columbia University has spent decades studying complicated grief. What happens when grief cannot be processed, when it has no container, no witness, no space to exist? Her research shows that unprocessed grief does not remain grief. It transforms, not into healing, into something that destroys everything in its path. Ashwatthama did not become a villain. He became what happens to a person when the world refuses to give their pain room. There is someone in your life who became their grief, and perhaps there is a part of you that understands exactly how that happens. 5 characters. Vidura, who told the truth alone. Gandhari, who chose not to see. Dhritarashtra, who loved without accountability. Krishna, who acted without attachment. Ashwatthama, who became his grief. You know every one of these people. Some of them live in your house. Some of them live in you. The Mahabharata did not write them to judge them. It wrote them so that 3000 years later, you would finally have a mirror. Subscribe to Mind Decoded. Comment which character felt most personal today. I read every single one. See you in the next one.